UPLIFT have a quite different method of teaching. It is different in that it begins from the text. It begins from the contents, then it goes systematically, and then ends in sentences.
We start with the subject, which in a professional language we call generative theme. Now, having taught them the subject, and then this subject or generative theme gives us the generative word, which means the word generates the syllables that they learn, the word generates the letters, the word generates the motivation to do some socio-economic activities, and then from there we teach them how to read and write using these syllables instead of letters. So in reality, in this program, the syllables have replaced the letters. So it is just the opposite of the tradition. Tradition will begin with A, B, for 6 months, and then somebody now comes. So this is the methodology we use. We can look at letter and look at it separately. But when we teach a child or an adult learner only the letter, it's meaningless. So, but if we teach this letter in relation to the syllable, then you can understand. Sa, se, si, so, su, ma.
These methods of UPLIFT, it is more easier and more understandable than others. When you finish teaching them a unit, after that one they can begin to form some few words.
If something that is not understandable, I put it in the form of a picture or experience, immediately the mind will capture. So this is what we look at it holistically, using like pictures, using stories, using analogy, so that people can understand much more easily. So when we study things in using this theory, then it becomes easy, it becomes meaningful, it becomes much more enjoyable. That's why when our learners they are studying, it's because of this, when we relate to their life situation. So we should not look at things in isolation, but look at things holistically.
This year, our learners, they were picked from there to attend the workshop. So from there, what they did, even the facilitators who were there, who were facilitating the workshop, they were shocked to hear how these learners, who were the people were believing that they don't know anything at all, were explaining about malaria, the prevention of malaria, the cure, the botanic music, botanic medicine, the symptom, and how people can prevent them. That one was a very great thing we did.
One of the things that's exciting about UPLIFT to me is the change in women's attitudes. They have become so much more confident.
By then they were not bothering to send the children to school because they think that it is useless. Especially girls, they don't bother to take girls at school. But these days they found that it is good, and they can even tell them to go, advise them to do, because they have seen the importance of education.
In the past, particularly with the girl child, the mothers would keep them home when there was too much work. But now they are trying very hard to ensure that their children are in school. They also, as soon as they begin to gain a little knowledge themselves, begin to help the younger ones with their homework. And they check their homework. They are taking a greater interest in their reports that they bring home from school. One of the rather lovely things we have seen is that the older primary school children are helping their mothers to learn to read and write. What we have been able to see so far in terms of the relationship the women to their children as they move forward in Uplift is that they become more and more interested in their children's education.
Aloka tie ilembenya na ka an poda ngongo kito maka kwa kuda wia masomo ka woni en do ngangeyo bu ya bwen ma bu chiko be sidi ma chiko be ponwa kita doga dika wia parade wa nyutora lebe kindwa yale mayeti ka mai le mayeti ka mai.
People have been practicing their skills by teaching their children. You know, the children in the first 4 years of school learn the local language, and now that their mothers can speak it and read it, they can help their children.
E, I, sa, se, si, so, su, tap, tip, tip, tip.
Nwang dong, ma echa dong, ria ko dong nwang ba ja konji cha mu piwa. Nwang de wo nge ngo nya nyo, wo chu bi po ja wiya mo ko ma tendo tendo. Ku ki go ma ju go, ma ju ke wa cha ko som ni.
Lela.
Children are usually join the classes because there's a lot of singing and we find that they join, and there's always a lot of children around the class.
One would think that all the children in Uganda from age 6 onward would be in school. Unfortunately, that's still not true. There needs to be more education on the importance of sending children to school, and we feel that Uplift provides a tremendous motivation in that area.
And then I need a